Okay, boys and girls, welcome back. Bienvenidos. So we looked at Noche Buena. Now we're looking at Noche Vieja. El 31 de diciembre, 31st of December, that's Noche Vieja. Now the 31st of December, what do we call that in our English speaking world? December 31st. New Year's Eve. Correct, New Year's Eve. So that's another celebration that we share with the Spanish speaking world. Now let us look at how it is celebrated and if it's celebrated the same way, especially here in Jamaica. So New Year's Eve in Spanish is called Noche Vieja, and it means the old night. I guess because they're coming out of one year and going into another. In Spain, hours before midnight on New Year's Eve, tens of thousands of people gather in Madrid's Puerta del Sol, right, that's like a square, to await the chimes of the clock on the tower, which is huge in the Spanish capital's central square. So that's the central square. The excitement builds as the magic hour approaches. Finally, at the stroke of midnight and the dawn of the new year, everyone will eat 12 grapes, one for each chime. So when the clock goes bong, bong, that's a chime. So with each chime, so every time it goes bong, you eat a grape all the way around. But how do you know when it is 12 o'clock? Well, decades ago, in many families, the head of the family would pick up a pot or a pan and just hit it 12 times. Today, however, La Puerta del Sol in Madrid rules on that day. So, long ago, that's what they used to do. They used to go use the pot and just hit the pot 12 times. However, modern times now, and there's the square, so they go to the square and they would wait for the chime. There is a clock on top the La Puerta, and when the 12 gongs start, you'd better get ready to start swallowing down those grapes. Just a word of advice though, before the 12 official gongs, there are the cuartos. Now the cuartos are 4 gongs of a higher pitch that announce or warn you to get ready. So usually before the 12 chimes come in, there are 4 higher pitched chimes that are made. So it's kind of telling you, get ready, get yourselves ready to eat the 12 grapes. All right, and don't get confused, because sometimes, especially if you're not accustomed to this tradition, persons may get confused and start eating the grapes early, right? So just remember, they gather in the square before midnight. There are 4, they call it the cuartos, 4 chimes that announce that midnight is approaching and telling you to get ready for the actual midnight, when they start doing the gong 12 times, and after each gong, 1 grape, gong 2, and so forth, all the way up to 12. Now this is a picture of La Puerta del Sol, and notice there is a clock just to it would be to your left, right at the top where the star is. So that's the clock that would chime right left of the star on the tree. All right, good. So let's look at the final celebration. I had said 2, but I'm seeing we are doing 3 now. That was a mistake on my part. So the final one we're going to be looking at today is el 6 de enero, and that's el Día de los Reyes Magos, the 3 wise men. So this is called the Day of the 3 Kings, or the Day of the 3 Wise Men, really. Now, this is the best loved Spanish Christmas tradition among children. These 3 kings are the one who followed a star to meet the new King of Kings, which is baby Jesus, as we know, and offered 3 presents. What are they? We know them from Bible stories. What are the 3 presents? Very good. Gold, frankincense, and myrrh, right? To the newborn child in Belen, which is Bethlehem. Now, when December comes, all the boys and girls in Spain and Latin America start to write letters to the three kings or to their favorite king, Melchor, Gaspar, and Balthazar. So, those are the names of the three wise men that they're writing to. They write about the things they'd like to receive on the morning of the 6th of January, which is the day presents get delivered. So notice, what you notice before I move on. They write their letters in December, but they don't receive the gifts until January. Is that the same thing that happens in Jamaica? Do we write letters and then we receive gifts in January? No. We receive our gifts when? When do we receive our gifts? On Christmas Day, right? So that's a difference right there, boys and girls. You have it. There's a difference in tradition, in culture, in custom. So let's go. So they write to the baby Jesus, to the three wise men, and they receive the gifts in January, and they also write about their behavior during the year. If they've been good, they get presents. If they've been bad, they get a piece of coal. Now, on the night of the 5th, this is the night before the 6th of January, the children put their shoes by the door before going to bed so that the kings will know how many children live there. Now, in some countries, boys and girls, they put the shoes on the outside, but in some, they put it at the side of their beds. So you will note that it varies from country to country too, region to region, where the children would put their shoes. All right. Now they also put out something to eat and drink for the three kings, and they also water the grass for the camels. Yes, they can last a long time without water, but that night they have a lot of work to do. So that's the camels that the three kings rode. So the children put things out for the three kings. All right. On the morning of the 6th, the children now find their presents inside and outside the chute because it's unusual for the kings to bring carbones, coal, because no child really behaves so badly that to get coal, right? And the food and drinks on the plates are usually gone, right? And children would, of course, start playing with their toys and wait until the next year. So this is the tradition that takes place, boys and girls. So, as I said, this one, the Day of the Three Kings, it's different than how we would celebrate our Christmas, because we do everything in the Christmas season. We don't write letters, but we receive our gifts, or we share presents on Christmas Day. However, in the Spanish speaking world, this is done on the 6th of January, the Day of the Three Kings. Now, please ensure you watch all the videos that accompany this lesson, boys and girls. If there are any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me via WhatsApp, and I will assist you. Now, continue to stay safe and do enjoy the rest of your day and week. Adios.